there, viewers. My name's Drinsky, and welcome back to another Wednesday stream. Today we're doing something a little bit different from what we've been doing recently. No warm-up with Super Autopets today. We're just going to hop right into the meat and potatoes of it all here with a little bit of Inscryption. Where we last left off, we had, finally finished a successful run in the original game, and we had been exploring some of the backstory, potentially. Don't really know what's going on, but enjoying learning about some of the history of these four deity figures whose cards we're fooling around with. So, without further ado, let us... I think we hit continue. We got there by saying new game. Everything's all out of whack now, so hopefully this does what I think it does. Never know with this game. Always have sneaky ways to subvert expectation in any way, shape, or form. Still loading, still unsure. Come on, computer, you can do it. Can't imagine there's a whole lot of work for you to download. There we go. And it does look like it's exactly what we thought here. We'd just been the first two. I think we defeated Leshy. We defeated Grimora, I believe their name was. And then we just had these two left. And even though we've been told that we don't actually have to finish in the magical tower like we originally intended with our first selection, I still think I'm going to leave it to last. I think that sounds like fun. So let's hop into the tech world here. And it's time to see what we're up against. We can do a quick peek at our deck, which was doing all right when we were last in here. Finally getting a bunch of these mocks kicking here. Orlu, of course, the Headless Horseman, very much the MVP of our entire run here. Without further ado, let's see what we're up against in this fight. The bots haven't gone much better, but you have battled all of my workers, and you actually won. Give me that deck again. It's not much better, friend. We haven't really made any changes. Maybe one or two. Wow. You beat them with that? Alright. Low-key shade, but okay. Hey, Brent, how's it going? Nice to see you around. Maybe there are some synergies that I missed. Let's go then. Let's do it. You did, Brent. Yeah, you missed just this first half of this area. So we've successfully defeated Leshy and Grimora, and we're just making our way onto the final two here. Oh, conveyor belts. So this one's very strange. Already we can see that the format's going to be thrown for a bit of a loop here. You see those conveyor belts, just like my factory. Yes. At the very least, they ought to test your lane positioning. So you get my units as well. Very creepy. Which one did we pick and try and replace? We picked the magical deck. So we started off with a lot of these buddies here. I think I'm happy with it in general. I feel like I might have been more comfortable starting out with Leshy's deck, or even Grimora's, because I really like a lot of the bone cards that we've gotten access to since. But right now we're running mostly magic cards with a hint of Grimora. We have the Headless Horseman to just hopefully consistently win us fights in the final period. Let's see, you have the Insecto Drone, strikes an opponent directly even if... oh, flight. I never look to see if there's a sigil, and instead just immediately go to the description here. It's fine, but Battery Mage OP. Yeah, I don't think we have any in the deck at the moment. Have I seen... I probably have seen a Battery Mage, but I'll have to double check afterwards. And then the Inspector, just finishing circuits, and the Meat Bot counted as 3 blood. Interesting. Not much use to us if they do end up coming to our side of the board. Still not 100% sure how that works. But we do have the Muscle Mage, which kind of kills it in this fight, right? You're going to keep pushing people. So let's just line everyone up on this side of the board. We could even give our enemy a Mox. But I think I do want to keep this starting hand. We won't use the 4-leaf clover quite yet. Hard to focus with the disconcerting music in the background, but I think I feel alright about this. Actually, one last thing. Put you back. You push at the end of my turn. Alright, alright. So we don't want to fill out all of our slots, otherwise I don't think they'll be able to be pushed over. Never install the Muscle Mage. It's funny how that works. Especially if you're not buying packs, I guess, in that genre, in that department. But I guess there's nothing to do. Let's see if this works. You probably shouldn't have actually been there. But I was thinking something like this. We attack, we push, and then does everything cycle? Maybe after your turn, I guess. Oh, right. Muscle Mage immediately died. That makes sense. My stuff did move. Okay, for a second there, brain broke a little bit, but you see how that works. Okay, your turn. Thank you. I'll always think of you as the Stoat, even though I know that that's not exactly what you are these days. We can kill you. You're gonna kill our crystal, which is a shame, but not the end of the world. Does that help us? I guess we could destroy the crystal in advance so that everything can be shoved over correctly. You're not gonna die. So then it would be something like this. And we hammer this son of a gun. Hopefully don't regret that decision. Let's see how that shakes out. Guess I didn't check what this Robit friend does either. Explode bot. Ah. Adjacent friendly creatures and the creature across from it blow up. Interesting. Well, we're still good here. We have the Headless Horseman coming up next for whenever we may need that in the future. Let's see. You blast this, and there's nothing beside you. That all checks out. We are still in a stalemate, unfortunately, which is not great. Never saw the Horseman either. That's a shame, because this is pretty fantastic. And I didn't even think about it. It's perfect for this fight as well. Kind of forgot that it had the sprint sigil on it. But the flight for 5 in this game mode that we've been stuck in over the last little while has worked quite nice. Melter will release something on death, which is a shame, but we now have Inspector. It's 2 damage against. That's not bad. I think I just have to end turn here again. We'll keep trying to shuffle more and more onto our side of the board if possible. Ah. That puts a bit of a rub in that plan, don't it? Well, in that case, we could instead give you a Mox, maybe? I guess it won't even, because you'll come in and smack right there. But that's fine. You can be around for a single round here to kill the meat bot so it doesn't clog up our side. Oh, wait a second, though. If I get one of theirs and I sack it, that probably gives me a bone, right? That makes sense. Well, okie dokie. We just need... Ooh. We just needed 1 damage. And unfortunately, Heart of the Cards was not with us here today, but we do kill the automaton. Explode bots come out. Kill everything. Well, at least we don't take more damage, so we're still slowly but surely winning this battle of attrition. Just have to believe. Robot dog? A bolt hound. Very cute. Ah, right, and you took ours. That's not great for us. Oh no. That's very rough, actually. So we can't even do anything this turn? We want to kill these while they're on our opponent's side, probably. But what are you gonna do? Just have to end there. See how everything shakes out. We do get a Mox back, finally. Fortunately, not one of our fancy Moxes. Shame, too bad. We could kill you. That would kill our own. End this Explode bot. Could just delete the meat bot, and then we take out their board. Oh, I almost ended turn. That's not what I want to do. Let's destroy this instead. And sure, let's give it a shot. Just to make sure this works how I think it does, even. For science. Perfect. Still gonna be slowly but surely losing ground, especially with the Bolt Hound. Except, we could do this. Bolt Hound leaps over, and then we'll get the Bolt Hound next turn. That seems smart. No idea what to expect coming up here. Oh, and that's the wrong kind of Mox, friend. That's a shame. We're very close to Headless Horseman, but I'm tempted to try and beat this one naturally, because we have no idea what Phase 2 is going to bring, and we have been surprised by such things before. So we're at least still kind of in flux here. We're trading blows, going back and forth. It's not too bad. Another Orlu, of course. Just give me your Mox, man. We do have, I think, a couple of Orlu Moxes in the deck, so any day now would be nice. Are you out of juice? Okay. Well, we still end here, and we're looking to finish it this turn. Beauty. Okay, that's exactly what we needed. Let's just throw you down. Oh, wait a second. That doesn't work, but that's fine. We still have the required Moxes overall. Whoopsie daisy. Let's throw this son of a gun in, then we get Orlu. Perfect. Roll by Mox every time. Yeah, we had it especially rough before I did some reconfiguring of the deck, because now we're down to pretty much just needing green. There's Orlu, which is in their own tier right now, since we got a bunch of these dual Moxes, but the initial deck, we kept struggling so hard with the draw. Oh. Scanners online. Which card to scan? What you gonna do? Oh, just kidding. Obviously the one with the best stats. That's... Know them right now, friend. The stat line could be better. That's all you got? Interesting. Well, I think we've won. I want to blast you. Blast you. Give me a Headless Horseman. Good call holding the Horseman. Yeah, this has been our strategy. It's how we defeated Grimora as well, was just swooping in this second phase in one fell blow. Not too bad. And I'm assuming this usually works the way that we believe, so we should be done here. Ugh. Nice luck you had. I guess playing a perfect game is no match for good RNG. Classic gamer. Anytime things don't go your way, just blame RNG. It's that easy. Sorry, loser, indeed. Not too bad. I guess you won. Guess so. Your ambition is to become a scribe of magics. That old hack. You ought to reconsider. I have been, honestly. Kinda... I mean, do I want to try and take Leshy's place? Scribe of Beasts, Scribe of the Dead, Scribe of Technology, and Scribe of Magics? Is that what the four of you were? This is the issue with only playing this once a week, is sometimes I get a little bit fuzzy on the details. But thank you for the Techno card pack. The Techno cards seem really interesting to me, and it could be fun to try and formulate a deck around them, but we've kind of got a good thing going. It's all fallen into place for the most part. Spawn leap bots. Huh. Part of what probably scares me away from the Techno deck is that I really have no real clue of how the circuitry works. I've kind of BS'd my way through it, got through all the puzzles in this section, but don't know how. Ooh, and another Grammage. I think we got one of these already, and I was debating throwing them into the deck. The only issue is that it has some clashing with the Headless Horseman. 13 bones is a lot. We generally don't have too many to spare. Could always build a really thick deck that's good at surviving, I guess. But regardless, another area down, and we're just about through with this section, maybe? No idea what to expect. I think that we have solved most of the puzzles here. Oh, right. We had one last puzzle that I was not doing very well in figuring out. We found all these, like, secret rooms. I still have no idea what this one suggests. One candle. I'm always worried about what is, like, Easter egg fun versus actual clues, but I guess that's generally the whole point of these kinds of puzzly games, and that's definitely the wrong way. Let's head up. You'll help if I need it? Perfect. That helps us not get too bogged down by the minutia here. You can even just let me know if I'm on the right track, if I'm starting to get desperate. So, top sigil found by the greedy. I assumed that that was the chest, which we got a rabbit card out of, but I wasn't 100% sure. The middle sigil is found by the pail. This one confused me. Especially since one of these two, bottom sigil is found by the heart of hearing, or by those who hear too easily. I assumed at first that one of them had to have some kind of interaction here, because skull is one of the sigils that's available, so it would just make sense. Wait a second. The music does get quieter there. My assumption is incorrect? Oh no. Then who knows what we're dealing with here. Ah, yes, this looks kind of like what we were guessing before. Found by the pail. Could mean complexion, could mean metaphorical, like beyond the pale kind of shenanigans. And the bottom sigil is found by the heart of hearing, those who hear too easily. Yeah, I thought that that would have to be the skull. Just so we're not stuck here for all of eternity. Which assumption was incorrect, Brent? Was it the chest one? Because that was the one that I was least satisfied with, I guess. Maybe it's more so what the sigils themselves do. I don't actually know what this does, but I'm assuming that's hard of hearing. Greedy could be the digging. Okay, Gravedigger. Digging for treasure even? Huh? Found by the pail. Some fish are pale. Found. It's an action you can perform in the game. Huh. So this was the magpie eye. Found by the greedy. I feel like today is not a great day for me to be doing this puzzle. I should have remembered that we were stuck on this one and given it thought when I was actually at full mental capacity instead of had a busy week, and I'm going to be struggling on this one. Greedy, the pale, heart of hearing. I like the heart of hearing being the fact that the music quiets down when we go up into the secret space. Well, this can be hard to do since I'm coming back to it, but what would someone greedy do after finding one card in a chest? Desperately ask for more? Sell it, fly, kill it. Funny Warren, I don't think. Ask for more cards though, I guess, which this does technically do. Sucks because I don't remember what the shovel does. We're on the right track with desperately ask for more. Found by the greedy. Oh! Go in for more, probably, right? Ah. How about that? I don't know if I ever would have gone back for seconds here, but that does make sense. Reach back in for more, and notice a sigil where the card used to be. Ah, me oh my. So we can, I think, force this one to a certain extent, but yeah, I never would have guessed flight for that. The greedy, take it and run. Am I right with the third? Ooh, okay, no, my guess there was wrong. So then, beyond the pale? Found by the pale, I guess is what it said, right? Oh, it's skull. Okay. Found by the hard of hearing are those that hear too well. Shovel. Well, we brute forced that one, so who cares? It was in your sound settings menu. Oh my gosh, of course. Oh, this game. It's too smart for me. It's too meta. I kept looking at what's in front of my face instead of thinking about what's behind it all. But managed to force it through, so that's fine. Oh, it's always tough when I don't get a body of any kind to try and come up with a voice. That's why Leshy's voice has changed drastically over the course of this entire series, because for the longest time, just a set of eyes in the dark. But now, after seeing that it's kind of like a cute old man tree, I probably would have given it an old man voice. Given them an old man voice, I guess. Let's not be disrespectful, but at last, stimulation. My test has been sensory deprivation, you see. To unlock the full potential of my mind, you see. Cute. To me, I like his little beard. It's unlocked now. Hear me, Magnificus. I'm ready. Just gonna do Tribor from... Oh, that's something space Netflix show. Horrible reference when I don't have it at my fingertips, but great show if I remember what it is called. We have to battle, okay? Final space. I got it. Memory hasn't completely failed me by this stage of my life, so that's good. Probably a bad starting hand, though. Orlu, nothing to do with it. You have a Gem Fiend. You have no mocks. Okay, that's just normal. And the Hover Mage is just a flyer. Interesting. Well, roll me once here and let's see what we get. Probably not better, but we can still make this work. Let's start with just a regular old green mocks. We'll aim to take care of their mocks. Oh, except are you going to turn around? You son of a gun. One of these days I'll remember what cards do correctly. Won't that be a treat? At the very least you don't die, so that's nice. Take out their flyer as well. Headless Horseman, I was going to say came a bit early, which is still true, but at the very least we're not dealing with a two-phase fight here, so as soon as we can get 15 bones, we can snatch that buddy up. We might as well put in a temporary blocker. I guess that will make you head this way, which puts us on track to destroying all the mocks. Therefore the Gem Fiend. It's not the end of the world. Give it a shot. Playing from the back foot this time around, to say the least. What do you do, friend? Force Mage. Right. We actually could put a couple of those in our deck if we so desire. Fortunately, that's not a good roll. We can take 2 damage, but just barely. Should kill this, move over, kill this. Both Gem Fiends die. Oh no, you're gonna kill us. Oof. Well, in that case, chump blocker. Let's try that one out. We can still take the 2 damage. Nothing has changed in that department. And now we murder all of them, but we're severely behind at the time being, or for the time being, I should say. In fact, this is Flight Mage. We might just lose here. Hit this. Kill. Maybe if I put Junior Sage here, they attack after the Muscle Mage. Always tough to know how things will resolve, how the stack actually works. But no matter what, we die if it doesn't work that way, so it's worth a shot. That's a shame. Well, we're gonna have to reset that one. Hope for slightly better RNG. I'm gonna take a card from the old Scrybe of Technomancy and say, well, isn't it nice when you get the lucky RNG? I guess that's all it comes down to at the end of the day. This means we get to play another. Let's do it, you and I. I'm ready. Well, that's not exactly what we were hoping for to start off. Maybe this time I can correctly kill the Mox right off the bat and actually prevent us from taking something like 6 damage to a Gem Fiend. That would be nice. So with that in mind, let's even put out our green crystal as a chump blocker so we're not taking any damage. Doesn't really matter where you go, this kills the Flight Mage on the next turn. So that feels like it might be relevant in some regard. And okay, we gotcha. Oh no, but dang you, outplayed again. Well, in that case, let's stop trying to be so fancy about this and just kill you for real. That seems like it might be the baseline intelligent move to make. Now our Gem Fiend friend is going to die. So yeah, that just passed. Things are going a heck of a lot better this time around, to say the least. In fact, that's lethal. It's that easy, folks. Just be lucky for it. That was incredibly stimulating. We aren't done here, right? I wish to see the light again. To sing. To sing. I don't have enough knowledge of how Lisp accents actually work. Incredibly stimulating. For me too, buddy, me too. And to dance. You wouldn't leave, would you? Sorry, friend. We got people to see, gods to slay. The Stim Mage. Pay 3 energy to increase the power. Ooh, now that's nice. We have currently no sinks for energy right now, and this would give us something to do with that excess. Maybe even, for once, learn how it actually works. If I open the door, you'll stop by on the way back and let me out, right? Okay. Remember, if possible, to free these people. Still have our monocle on, that's good. And hello, friend. Painting, I see. Very nice. Can I check out your painting? No. Let's check out your note. The note reads, Dearest Grimoire, I believe PO3's plot may go far past the extent of a common power grab. Indeed, this great transcendence will have catastrophic and unpredictable results. The note is incomplete and ends abruptly. I urge you to consider. Interesting. Well, we could chat with you, friend. Or we can be nosy and investigate first. Interesting. Nothing here, nothing there. We can make this leak if we so desire. Okay, maybe we do talk to our good old friend Magnificus here first. Ah, you are here at last. How do you, my pupils, fare? Actually, not great. Not loving the standards of living or workplace environment that you fostered for them. No matter. These are far more concerning issues at hand. Some kind of tree? Yeah, what's with that? Leshy tree? Magnificus tree? My tinfoil hat is on. There's something afoot. There's a bigger picture here. The trees are taking over. It's the happening all over again. Do you understand the canvas that you have been woven into? Not even a little bit. Nay, you are the brush, and the artiste moves you with a terrifying mastery. My eye aches with premonition. Those are kind of leshy eyes, not gonna lie. Normal leshy in this area didn't seem to have those eyes, I don't think. Maybe I wasn't paying attention close enough. Heck, it was a week ago. I easily could have forgotten anything and everything that happened in that time span. And I see that your ambition is to take my title. How sad. It will never happen, you see. Even if you defeat me. But I am bound by certain rules. First, we must battle. Sounds good to me, friend. Ooh, brush strokes. Behold, the brush of the Scrybe of Magics. My pupils would die to be painted by it and live forever as a card. So Leshy does seem to have taken all the implements from these various people, hey? Because Leshy makes cards. Leshy's camera was his to start out, right? That's where we found that. Maybe that's as far as I got. Grimora takes the stats and stuff from things. Geo 3, not so much. All of them had a way to make cards in the intro to this game part. Okay, that is true. But let's see. But that is not the full extent of its powers. This card is acceptable. Excuse me? This one needs some bleach. Okay. Take away our sigils and add your own. Now for a bit of color. What you got? Ooh, we get a rabbit created. Interesting. Oh my gosh, this little buddy is so cute. Oh no, don't hide behind my leaf clover. And Magnus Mox, of course. The best of the best. I agree, Brent. This is probably some of my favorite boss music so far in this section. It helps that I have the lovely dancing accompaniment, of course. But this is kind of a trash hand, eh? We have an orange mage that will give the Mox power. Ooh, and that does 9 health. How about that? Interesting. Equal to the number of green gems. So you will have 1 power, probably for the foreseeable future. But we can try and kill the orange mage at the very least. Might be nice. Let's reroll. See if you keep painting. You do. Oh, you just add sigils to blank cards. Interesting. Now we can give our Mox power, so how about that? Well, in that case, you will have 1 power, so we could put Garage Mox in front of you. I want to not put anything in front of you, I think. Definitely want one of you sons of guns over here, I guess. Let us use a Mox card here. Our Mox will have 1 attack, so never mind. I want Mox here. Thorns here, because we win this exchange overall. And yeah, you can go here. Yeah, the RNG in this fight is going to be interesting. I do feel like a decent amount of the time this buddy is just going to be making our cards stronger, because we don't have too many sigils that I care desperately about. Can you get rid of these? Oh my gosh. So you definitely want a magic deck going against this son of a gun. Holy moly. Couldn't decide between holy cow and that. Slay, get through, slay, which means you don't deal damage. Let's just throw you down. We get a chump blocker. Infinite chump blockers? Let's do it. Nothing but rabbit warrens, baby. Okie dokes. We get through phase 1. Fantastic. It's that easy. We can give Mox some power, so let's take out this buddy right here, and let's find out what happens in phase 2, shall we? Guessing it might have something to do with this Magnus Mox. I must be slowing down in my age. I may need to set my brush upon my own cards once again. Okay, friend. Oh, that's really bad for us. Master Orlu, not a good card for this fight. Evidently so. You're coming down. Oh, and you're killing our muscle mage. They've been doing such great work for us this entire time. But we'll just end here still. See what else you have to bear. Do you change? Ah, there we go. Solve that mystery. Interesting. We have an Orlu Mox, so we can at least get Orlu out there in easy enough fashion. I feel like I do want to kill the Magnus Mox at some point. But for now, let's blast ya. Give me Mox. And let's get rid of this extra damage. We could have... Oh, we could have just gone lethal and won. Whoops. Well, let's hope that that didn't seal our fate in any negative fashion. Get spiked. Oh, Headless Horseman. You two, unfortunately, lose out on a bunch of your firepower, but that is lethal. So... let's just do that. Very well. Holy moly. I feel like we got very lucky in that fight with some of the sigil overwrites. Very well. We have battled, and now I may speak. Whoops. You see, my eye, it aches because it remembers. It was excised by none other than Leshy, the Scribe of Beasts. Oh, so Leshy's already made their power move here. And PO3 is seemingly doing something on the other end too. And a beast he is. Arrogant, single-minded, obsessed with gaining power. But he is far from the worst scribe to become hegemon. You see, the ejection of my eyeball is far from the worst thing that can happen around here. Oh, you must be especially something. I got impatient. I thought that we'd had a chance to read it after it finished printing. Big oops. Let's see what we get out of this, shall we? Another Stim Mage, so we can definitely add those to our deck if we so desire. Master Garage. If we have no Mox cards, he perishes, but it's a 2/6. Huh. That was supposed to happen. Ah, yes, yes. I never make mistakes. That doesn't sound like me. It's all part of the tangled web we weave. Gotta make sure it's dramatic. Almost slipped into my Magnificus voice there for a moment too. But Master Bleen, okay? If we have Blue Gem Sacrifice, Master Bleen to draw 3 cards. Interesting. Could probably use some draw in our deck. We at least have tons of Blue Mox potentiality with all the dual cards. Let's see. Is that a clock? It's always a clock in this game. But now we go this way? No, now we'll have to go back to the stones, I guess. Before we do, check for secrets. Give me secrets. Fine. Keep your secrets. Let's instead start heading down. And can I... No, but I promised. Game, please. Well, sorry, friend. Good luck with an eternity of nothing. Later, nerds. Let us see. Might have to do some reshuffling. I don't know if there's another fight coming up. Ooh, all the lights are out. That's not ominous. What's for sale? How many, tickets do we even have, actually? And who would we want to buy from? You know what? We've come this far. Let's actually go back to the mage shop. I don't feel like we have too many tickets, so we might not be able to afford anything worthwhile. You wish to trade? I do, trader. One short of the pack. Could get more stim mages. Again, if I had the slightest clue about how energy worked, maybe I would be tempted by this. More ruby mocks, more or lose. It's not bad. Give me a second here as we look through. Could get rid of our last mage pupil. They're not exactly doing a whole lot. We probably want to get rid of some junior sages in exchange for stim mages. That seems good. Energy works by giving you 1 for each turn. Your gauge charges fully each turn to a max of 6. Okay, so that seems very strong then. But it's kind of Hearthstone rules, I guess. It's been a long time since I played that game. But yeah, this is our own collection here, correct? Let's get rid of mage people, get rid of a junior sage. I'm definitely somebody who likes me a thin deck. So, trying to keep it at 20. Still have a few junior sages around and muscle mages to keep the enemies busy while the stim mage ramps up. And yeah, I don't think I actually want anything from this store. So let's just move on, maybe? But in this section, you're routinely pumping out stim mages to 5.5 or 5.7, going by the stats. Nice. That seems like something I would be very interested in. But back to the pedestals, I guess. It is time. I guess that's kind of Magnifica's voice. I don't know who's talking now. But it is time, Challenger. Choose the scribe that you will replace. Ah. So Leshy is the current hegemon, was kind of implied by Magnificus, even if that's not true. Maybe they were actively in the battle for determining the power rankings. We did originally want to come in for you, but I kind of like you, friend. PO3, I mean, I liked Grimora, especially since the stink bug has a soft spot in my heart. Oh, you are the wolf because you're missing an eye. Of course, of course. Magnificus was talking about the first section where we were trapped in the cabin. Interesting. I might have to watch that one back and see how the implications change. So I thought we were stuck in the past here. But we're going to replace someone. I mean, we beat Leshy twice, right? Once in the cabin, once out here. I guess still the same cabin, but you get what I mean. Especially if you already stole Magnificus's eye. I want. Let's do it. Replace Leshy and become the scribe of beasts? Yes. I immediately had so many regrets where it's like, oh, but I'm a gamer, so I'll be the tech scribe. That's fitting. Fool. Oh. Is that so? You have no idea what could have been. A carefully curated cycle of life and death, excitement, terror, mystery. That gormless angler has once again failed. I suspect that I know which scribe bested me. Of course. PO3. O3? P03? I might be missing a joke there. Reference of some kind. This synthetic freak knows nothing of artistry, of aesthetics. Monster. I liked you better as a stoat. I think it's just meant to be Poe. So yeah, definitely. Completely. Filthy old beast. I'll never be your stoat again. Now let's play. Excuse me? Huh. I mean, we fought the moon once before, so I guess it could have been to be expected. You're supposed to battle the scribe that you picked, but like a powered-up version for the finale. this is going to be different. Interesting. Oh, do I have to fight all 4? Maybe a rotating cast? I guess it still says just 2 phases. So maybe, just maybe. We need 3 energy for our stim mage, so they're going to be a little ways off yet. Otherwise, hand's not bad. Let's start here, just to see how it all shakes out, shall we? Put you somewhere safe for now. I guess we could have blocked 1 damage to try and gain momentum here. Should we upgrade not to play? Yeah, no, for sure. But I'm worried about putting them out there now. Okay. I'll just leave this here. I've got to give it to that dredger. Not as useless as I thought. Okay. So we just don't get to know what's in play, maybe? Or there's something going on here, trying to... something future bearing? Huh. Well, we're up to 2 energy, so we're on our way. We have Leap Bot. Interesting. Still pretty happy to sit tight where we are. Oh, you have 98 health. Game is not okay. Apologies for the audio diarrhea. That's the ticket. Oh god, stop. Stop. It's so loud. Initializing corrupted, everything's not okay. We're dying. It's not that loud. I'm glad it's not too loud for you. It is pretty ridiculous on my end. I can't even hear myself talk. I'm trying to modulate my voice volume, otherwise I'd just be shouting into the mic right now. Maybe I was, for all I know. But okay. I mean, we knew there were issues going on. Our game kept dying before. Don't you hate that? Oh. Are things coming into resolution here? Do I have to do something? There we go. Okay.